What stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got McCollum, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. And it's Messi in at the center, filling out the middle. Murray, good.
Oh, that's a nice looking three there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
And here are the Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. Here's DiVincenzo, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Messi. And it's McCollum in the corner. Shot clock at 6. The tray. And finished off by Williamson.
And Zion able to convert on that second chance opportunity.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Tries again. And it's finished off inside by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Outside for Murray. McCollum with the screen on Edwards. And it's Murray penetrating. It's hauled in by Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Edwards. The layup off target. The Pelicans trail. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. And it's Williamson missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Randall kicks to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Lets it fly from 18. The Timberwolves again can't hit. One-on-one fast break. And Williamson throws it down.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with it. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen on McCollum. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. It's stolen by Randall. Here's McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Williamson is screen on DiVincenzo. Floats it up for Williamson. It's stolen by Randall. Now here's McDaniels. Defense is right there. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. Doesn't go for him. Murray with the defensive effort. McCollum with the ball. Into the lane. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now, here's McDaniel. Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. New Orleans gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
There's Anthony Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Messi. He's defended by Randall. Wide open look here for Murray. Hits it from three-point range. Murray's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Picked by Randall. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Launches a 3. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Murray against McDaniel. Murray, the pass to Williamson. To the left side wing. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Fires from deep. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. McCollum kicks to Murray. There's the pick. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch and shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Now here's DiVincenzo, unable to get that one.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Pelicans.
Any chance you get, you want want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Connects from three-point range. Murray's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Messi. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williams.
Murray against Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
So for New Orleans right now, Kelly Olynyk is out there with Herbert Jones. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Boston in at the 2-guard. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the three, or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year, they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics.
Leonard Miller with the assist.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The lead is 2. Alvarado passes to Olynyk. Olynyk, a screen on Conley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation. Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Here's Alvarado. Covered by Conley. It's stolen by Ingles. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Timberwolves gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And timeout called by Willie Green. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Brown out. He's checked in for Jose Alvarado.
Let's hear it for you.
That one drops. He ties it up. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now Brown, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Brown deciding where to go with it. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. An easy 2 points on the layup. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves. The Pelicans shooting 43% from the field. Olynyk sets a screen for Jones. Pass to Olynyk from outside the arc. It's good from long range. Olynyk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. Now Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Ingles finds Reed. Kept alive, Minnesota. Ingles passes to Conley. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
How about that move by Conley, adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Here's Boston, defended by Alexander Walker. No one covered. And that's now 6 points for Kelly Olynyk. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Here is Conley. 1:04 left to play in the third. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from him.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And the dunk by Brown.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. Big stretch here going 10-2. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Alexander Walker. For 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that's a crucial 3 there. They've cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Joe Ingles. Miller is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley, and it's Alexander Walker into the shooting guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Out to the right wing. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Now here's Reed. McDaniels up top. He's covered by Murray. Reed kicks to McDaniels. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Pelicans leading by 3. Williamson looking it over. There's a screen. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Julius Randle picks one up.
And that's grown man hustle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
Great, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about it is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Here's DiVincenzo. The Pelicans make their lynch. Randle against Williamson. Randle kicks to Reed. And the call against Julius Randle. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
New Orleans has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Williamson is screen on DiVincenzo. McCollum finds Williamson. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Edwards inside. Working on Williamson. Now McDaniels. Back to Randle. To end the cold streak. Good on the shot.
And you'll never see Randle back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
Now here's Murray. Here's Williamson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Randle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the physicality of Randle's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. To the paint. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Randle kicks to Edwards. Randle a screen on Murray. And here's Edwards from the arc. Pelicans pull it in. Back to Williamson. Stolen by McDaniels. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Murray. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Williamson is screen on DiVincenzo. McCollum dishes to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Murray a screen on Randall. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Just a freight train going downhill. No one willing to step in front of the massive Williams.
Pass to Reed. Lets the 3 fly. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now here's McCollum. Williamson up top. Murray sets a screen for Williamson. Yep, that one goes in there.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
And here is Murray. From deep three-point land. Misses there. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge,
Quite the matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
The starters for Utah: Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Then it's Walker Kessler. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Hendricks in at the 2 guard.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Jazz making their last shot. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. On offense, here's Utah. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
And I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope he can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Randall, and here's Edwards outside. Sexton grabs the board. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, BA, and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Kessler, a screen on DiVincenzo for 3. Sexton counted from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the... Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Sexton, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And Collins with the slam.
Whoa! Did you see that? John Collins. A little bit of sauce on that slam.
And here's Edwards outside. Utah grabs the miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Sexton passes to Collins. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
DiVincenzo against Sexton. Outside for Randall. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randall. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Sexton against McDaniels. Markkanen inside. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
DiVincenzo with it. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 3. The 3 ball. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Markkanen misses. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 6 points.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Collins a screen. Launches a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
The three, DiVincenzo. And another three from Minnesota.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Outside Edwards. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Randall on the screen. McDaniels from long range. And that's not gonna go. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Hendricks in a shooting guard. Edwards can't hit. And for Utah, their shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. There's the three. Utah grabs the miss. Sexton's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seemed to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, BA, I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assist. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Right wing. Here's Reed. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Out to the right wing. Kessler down low. Checked by Randall. Here's Hendricks. They grab their own miss. And finished off by Kessler.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
With a strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Ooh, poked away. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Sexton, that's good.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Knocked loose. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Collins. Randall, the pass to Reed. Randall against Collins. Back to Reed. In transition, here come the Jazz. Oh, and Reed with a block. Randall deciding where to go with it. Offline with a 3. Utah leading by 9. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, BA. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. But let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D.
And if you foul a big like Collins, you better not let them get the shot off, or they'll have a chance to put up another point.
Utah shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And it's Randall with the jam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Collins passes to Kessler. Nice D from Reed. Timberwolves trail by 10. And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul of the game. So Utah ends up going with a new group. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Into the lane. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
George, good.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
It's stolen by Clarkson. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Potter. With 1 on the clock. That one no good. And so it's the Utah Jazz earning this break in the action, up 10. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. A fantastic game from John Collins in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Joe Ingles, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Miller in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jazz leading by 10. George finds Clarkson. Here's the pick. Pass to Filipowski. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. Filipowski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Conley on the attack. Sweet little floater. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
To the left side wing. Gobert passes to Miller. 4 on the clock. Back to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
Well, there's height and reach to the advantage of Rudy Gobert. Just gets up and over the top of guys.
To the paint. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Filipowski pass to Potter. There's a screen. Miller pulls it in.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Outside Conley. Fires the three. The rebound by Potter. Utah leading by 9. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Mikhailuk. Utah with another miss. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Gobert. Conley looking for an opening. The ball's knocked loose. Miller on the wing. Up top Ingles. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. From deep, Conley. He can't get that one to fall. Utah's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Right side, Alexander Walker. Ingles from outside. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Stolen by Ingles. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside Conley. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Cool. You two players. That's a jump ball.
Mikhailuk, the pass to Clarkson. Back to Mikhailuk to snap the cold streak. Connects from downtown.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Conley against George from the arc. And Conley with the three. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a three.
And the basket by Mikhailuk.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
That one falls. Conley's got 7 points.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Down low. And he lays in the alley-oop pass. And the Jazz lead by 12.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Miller finds Ingles. Pass to Gobert. 5 to shoot. Back to Ingles. Here's Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz out in. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Substitution.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. So the Utah 5 right now. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 2 spot. Outside Edwards. Deflected. And they get it back. It's McDaniels on the wing. Second chance effort. Randall can't hit. Utah leading by 14. Left side, Sexton takes the three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside, DiVincenzo from behind the arc. Utah with the rebound. Collins, high post. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Got a piece of it. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Collins. DiVincenzo, the pass to Reed. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Inside, here's Kessler. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
DiVincenzo against Sexton. Markkanen outside. So confident from range. Markkanen.
Well, this has always been Lauri Markkanen's calling card, right? A 7-footer who can space the floor with that 3-point shooting ability.
And here's Edwards outside. That shot missing. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Launches it. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Well, this is what you call finding angles to come off in the catch-and-shoot situation. Nice job by Colin Sexton.
For 3, Randall. Utah grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Markkanen from deep. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, DiVincenzo from deep 3-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Collins with a screen on DiVincenzo. Sexton finds Collins.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Edwards for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. 4-3. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Jazz.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for John Collins.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Utah. They're on a 19-7 run. Here he goes. And Collins with the slam.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Pass to Kessler. No good. And here's Minnesota now. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And stolen by Markkanen. And here's Sexton. Out to the right wing. Now Kessler. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Then there's Sexton. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 2 spot. Now here's Sexton. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. 4 on the shot clock. Going inside, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
Williamson a screen on Sexton. McCollum dishes to Williamson. Outside for Murray. A 3 from McCollum. Nice D from Sexton.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Here's Sexton following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Goes back up. And the layup good by Kessler.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray electric that time, playing above the rim.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. At the elbow, Collins. Pass to Hendricks. Collins a screen on McCollum. Hendricks good. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Murray scanning the floor. Williamson with a screen from Murray. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 5.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
Sexton against Murray. From past the arc. Kessler can't get the putback. And now the Pelicans on the break. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Takes a 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Hendricks. Collins a screen on Murray. No problem knocking that one down. He's got 5.
Well, Sexton's confidence growing now, knocking it down from the 3-point line. That's big.
2 minutes remaining in the...
Murray the pass to Williamson. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Sexton, and it's blocked, and they recover it. The Jazz working the ball around now. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss. Now here's Williamson. Still without a basket. McCollum outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there it is for him.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Sexton up top. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Murray a screen on Sexton. Collins passes to Murray. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Williamson. Fires for three. And the rejection by Collins. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Sexton for three. Sinks the triple. Sexton's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Murray. Off target at the rim. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And guys, has been the driving. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
They've got Zion Williamson. C.J. McCollum out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's Sexton. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
McCollum kicks to Murray. And he drives in. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Inside, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
John Collins having no problem that time playing through the contact.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. Kicks it out to McCollum. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sexton's shot is good.
Sexton playing at his pace right now. That's a good sign for the entirety of the offense.
Deep 2 from Williamson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Collins with it. Outguarded by Murray. Collins passes to Kessler. Now here's Sexton. Top of the key. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now here's Murray. Second shot opportunity. Here's Misi. Murray left side. There's the triple. The rebound by the Jazz.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
They get it back. Here's Kessler. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pelicans trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Jazz.
Sexton. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Misi's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Takes the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is what Murphy does. He gets the ball and instantly gets up shots.
Outside, Markkanen. 1:21 left now here in the second. Collins a screen on McCollum. Hendricks passes to Kessler. Another miss by Utah.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Sexton. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Hendricks. He is guarded by McCollum. Clock at 6. Stolen by McCollum.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
From deep, Collins. It's rebounded by New Orleans. He's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williamson, the screen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Making a bit of a statement, Murphy to the rack.
Jazz leading by 4. Outside, Sexton. To the inside. Collins kicks to Sexton. Lets it go from deep. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Jazz lead by 4. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. All right, they're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So on the floor for Utah, we've got George. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward.
Well, Olynyk very capable from out there. We'll see how the defense reacts now.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebound.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. With the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Potter misses.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now, here's Olynyk. Here's Boston. Shot clock at 5. George with the steal. Here's Mikhailuk. They get it back. Shot's good by Filipowski.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here's Boston. Nothing on the board. There's the drive. And the layup is good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Jazz leading by 3. Outside, George. There's a good screen.
Blocking foul called on Kelly Olynyk. First personal foul. First team foul.
Clarkson outside. Count that one.
Jordan.
And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, got into the paint and smelled that he was around the rim and got it done.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Mikhailuk. Clarkson outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Clarkson's got 5 points so far.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Here's Boston. That one drops for him. He has 6.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
George with the ball. Jones covering, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Boston. He's got 6. A 3. It's hauled in by George. Jazz leading by 4. Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Olynyk, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Boston. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. 6 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. Olynyk has the open look. From downtown, drills it from outside. Olynyk's got 6 in the quarter.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense, and he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's George. It's deflected. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Boston. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Good on the bucket. Boston's got 8.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Clarkson taking his time here. Here's Filipowski. With nobody on him, he carries the jumper. And the Jazz lead by 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Utah out in front. They're up by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. C.J. McCollum out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The shot by Sexton, no good. And the Pelicans shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Zion absolutely rocking the rim.
Sexton the pass to Collins. Kessler setting the big for Collins. Pass to Kessler. Collins against Williamson. Shot by Collins, no good. New Orleans in the lead. It's deflected. Stolen by Markkanen. In transition, here come the Jazz. Foul in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Utah.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Here's Collins. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Williamson, a screen on Markkanen. Markkanen pulls it in.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Collins against Murray. And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time.
Trey Murphy,
That is his first foul of the game.
personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. High post, Kessler. 5 to shoot. Kessler a screen on Murray. The shot by Sexton, no good. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Basket, good. Williamson's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
And Murray can stuff a stat sheet. Assists a big part of that. He's taken the leap as a creator.
Sexton for 3. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got 11 rebounds in the game. Hits the three-point bomb.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. And it's Murray with the jam.
And you have to appreciate the confidence that Murray plays with. He's never afraid to take the big shot.
And it's Sexton penetrating. It's deflected. Here's Messi. Defended by Sexton. And it's McCollum in the corner. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Murray outside. Shoots it up. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Markkanen with it. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Murray sets a screen for McCollum. Pass to Messi. And here is Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Nails the tray.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Sexton with a shining moment here.
Williamson finds Murray. Williamson with a screen for Murray. The open look here for Sexton. Connects from downtown.
Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so he makes both from the line.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And they commit an intentional foul. Here's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And really only one choice here, guys, and that's the foul. Not enough time left to allow the offense to kill.
Will Grant. I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Misi's shot is good.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. DiVincenzo pass to Reid. Outside McDaniels. Randle, a screen on Murray. Clock at 4. Edwards for 3. Sinks the tray.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. Williamson outside. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now here's Edwards. Reid, a screen on Murray. Edwards, a pass to Reid. This one for 3. DiVincenzo can't hit.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Stolen by Reid. Outside McDaniels. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Murray finds Williamson. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. No good again that time.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Outside McDaniels. Reid passes to McDaniels. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Here's the 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base, and yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randle, so good at finishing inside.
Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Edwards. Reid passes to DiVincenzo. Reid, a screen on McCollum. For 3, DiVincenzo gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
From a couple of zip codes over Dante DiVincenzo, you know he's been working on that shot from that range.
Here's Murray, still without a bucket. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Yeah, never a bad idea to have Randle with the ball. Just a great passing forward.
They set the pick. Here's Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Now here's McDaniels. Reed for three. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And New Orleans making a change here. Olynyk's checked in.
Number 13, Kelly Olynyk.
McDaniels up top. 4 on the clock. Edwards for three. Nails it from three. Edwards got 8 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Olynyk with a screen on DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Williamson. To the right side. Pass to Olynyk. Off target at the rim.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 9. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
What a nice burst. Randle changing ends like a guard that time.
Pelicans trail by 11. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. Murray, no good. Minnesota leading by 9. Randle finds Reed. Off target with the 3. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Zion! So hard to stop down low.
With an insane combination of power and touch, Zion is a one-of-a-kind star.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rim.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
DiVincenzo against Williamson. Edwards, a pass to Randle. Here is DiVincenzo. Randle on the screen. From downtown. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Pelicans trail by 7. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got to... And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for your Pelicans, DeJounte Murray. 2 shots.
The play is under review under NBA rules.
It was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The The free throw drops from Murray. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 7. Tries it from the top of the key. The Pelicans pull it in.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
They kick it out to Murray. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. Williamson, left side. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 7. McDaniels finds Edwards. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Murray. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. And stolen by Edwards. Randall deciding where to go with it. Randall, a screen on McCollum. McDaniels passes to Reed. Back to Daniels. Takes a 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
He can't hit that time.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
They've got Kelly Olynyk. He's out there with Herb Jones. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Now here's Miller. Shot clock at 6. Tipped. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. Now the Pelicans in transition. It's picked off. about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Gobert. Conley looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Rudy, a monster inside.
Wow, Gobert must have really been feeling it to take such a quick shot.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA, and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Miller. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Gobert finds Miller. Off the mark there with a 3. Pelicans trail by 10. Olynyk with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. The shot's good.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Conley passes to Miller. Back to Conley. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. New Orleans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Puts the move on. The shot off that time. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota leading by 7. Gobert with a screen on Jones. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Conley. They set a pick. Pass to Gobert. Just 3 to shoot. Fires from deep. By Conley. That one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Conley is such a patient player. He takes advantage of what the defense gives. That's really fantastic execution.
Here's Alvarado. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Miller. Three-pointer off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. Minnesota has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Outside Conley. Poke loose. Alvarado with it. He's picked up by Conley. Pass to Boston. On the wing, Jones. Ingles defending. Alvarado outside. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Minnesota ball.
Minnesota leading by 10. Outside Conley. Pass to Miller. Alexander Walker with it. Back to Miller. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota again missing. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Jones. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Jones against Ingles. Gobert passes to Conley. Picked by Gobert. Got it off in time. He knocks it down. But wait a minute.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
So fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Tough call to make in real time. I mean, Good thing they can go and slow it down.
And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read from the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Pelicans trailing by 10. Right side Reid goes back up. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the lob. Randle with a steal. Here's DiVincenzo. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Edwards against Murray. Inside. And Reid with a basket on the assist from Edwards. Reid's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Williamson passes to Murray. Williamson with a screen on Edwards. Murray. No good that time. Some solid defense from Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Randle finds McDaniels. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Rocking him right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
Minnesota leading by 14. Outside Edwards. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Randle can't hit. The Pelicans have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Pass to Murray. Fires for 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Stripped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Murray. To the inside. And he dumps it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, that's just an uber unselfish play by Murray. Always ready to drop a dime if there's a better shot available for a teammate.
Here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Finished off the break. And it's now only a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
One other thing I've liked is how assertive they've been on D, swatting a good number of shots away as a result.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now. I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Here's New Orleans now. 11 unanswered points for him. McCollum finds Murray. 1:21 left in the 4th. Here's Messi. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
Minnesota leading by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randle. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Williamson outside. Murray, a screen on Randall. Williamson for three. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williamson with a screen on McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Another shot. McDaniels with the rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Edwards looking for an opening. Edwards on the move. Rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
DiVincenzo with a steal. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Back to Daniels. It's Edwards on the wing. From deep. Sinks it from distance. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the
to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Edwards. 5 on the clock. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Kessler's setting the pick for Sexton. Chalk up 2 there. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Randall a screen on Sexton. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Randall following the three-pointer by Utah. Edwards kicks to Randall. And the 3 off target. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. They grabbed their own miss. Outside for Sexton. 6 to shoot over Edwards. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside for Randall. Back to Edwards. This one for 3. Rebound, Utah. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. Sexton against Edwards. Baseline J on the way. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking. Reid with a screen for DiVincenzo. Jacks up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Collins in the post. Randall on him. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. He went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor, so he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point. He's underrated.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball, too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it, too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
Moves
foul.
so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
And the second free throw, good. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with. Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Sexton the pass to Kessler. Kessler the screen. Here's Hendricks. Good. He hits the jump shot. Hendricks has got 5 points so far. Right side, Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Jazz. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
Preparing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Colin Sexton is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Here's Sexton. Capitalizes off the crossover. He's got 8.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Markkanen against McDaniel. Reed. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's McDaniel. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Timberwolves trail. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Out to Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Sexton the pass to Collins. Kessler a screen on Randall. Here's Collins. Yep, it counts. Collins has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, oh, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Fast break, here come the Jazz. A 3-ball. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. There's the 3. Edwards with confidence.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Kessler finds Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Pass to Randall. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Reed. Edwards with it. Beyond the arc. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Here's Edwards, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, when Edwards is pulling out pump fakes, it's borderline unfair.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Edwards drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Sexton with it. Picked up by Edwards. To the wing on the left. Here's Hendricks. He's got 5. Here's Sexton. Score the basket. His 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Edwards tries in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Sexton for 3. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Jazz. That quarter had its... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Miller is out there with Gobert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Conley, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Conley kicks to Gobert. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Jazz leading by 3. And an unfortunate trend for the Utah Jazz Stan the past couple seasons, losing the battle of possessions.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's hard to overcome. When you turn the ball over at a high rate, and then at the other end, you don't force any turnovers, you're losing that possession game all the time. Now, fortunately, they rebound the ball well, and that helps a little, but it doesn't totally solve the problem.
Outside Conley. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Keontae George picks one up. For Minnesota, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Good on the second free throw. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Pass to Gobert. Miller inside. Gobert with a wide open look. No good. That would have tied it.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Clarkson against Gobert. Here's McKinley. Driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McKinley's got his first 2 points. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Conley into the lane, and it's blocked. Clarkson outside. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Stolen. Here's Mikhailuk. Offensive rebound. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. They shoot again. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lepowski's got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Here they come. Your Utah Jazz.
Now Conley. Miller gets to Conley. Miller with a screen on George. Out to Miller. Can they get it? And Miller throws it down hard.
Well, Conley is a consummate team player. He loves to get other guys good shots.
Here's Mikhailuk. Here's the screen. Pass to Potter. Here's Mikhailuk. Pocket 4. Drains the three-pointer. Mikhailuk's got 5 points now in the quarter. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
Strong, moving to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Clarkson for 3. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 8. Ripped away. And now Utah, fast break. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Nailed from three-point land. Jazz leading by 6.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock. Assisted buckets, every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Gobert down low. Moves back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Markkanen is out there with Collins, Sexton, and it's Hendricks in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Sexton against DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Here's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Collins, and then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Timberwolves trail by 10. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Randall from outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Collins passes to Markkanen. They get a hand on it. Fires the 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Outside for Sexton. Lets it go from deep. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Edwards looking it over. Takes the 3. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. It's Collins with the drive. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Collins has got the lead up to 12 now for Utah. Trying to end the drought. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Sexton for 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Sexton's got 23 points.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage. Grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Shot by Collins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, here's Edwards for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
To the middle, here's Hendricks. And that one is stuffed right through.
A nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Randall, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Edwards against Markkanen. Edwards inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Randall to the wing right side. From downtown, Timberwolves passing it around. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Utah has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And here's Edwards from the arc. That one's no good. Takes him to 10 for 15 for the game. Markkanen finds Sexton. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Drills the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo against Sexton. So it's Utah with the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tooled big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. We've got Zion Williamson. DeJounte Murray is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Messi in at the 5 down low. Collins passes to Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Oh, quick lift off the floor. And Murray has that long reach, making it look easy.
Here's Sexton. And that one is stuffed right through.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Murray. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
He throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. The 3 from Sexton. Gets the 3 to fall. Sexton's got 5 now.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Doris, Sexton has to be in the conversation.
Well, let's begin with the fact that he's an absolutely fearless scorer, a tough competitor, an improved facilitator. There's grit, determination. He's willing to get into you defensively. He is somebody that will compete on the defensive end.
Sexton finds Kessler.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Pass to Kessler. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Pelicans trail by 5. Down low. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Sexton against McCollum. Sexton looking around. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Williamson with it. Picked up by Collins. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Here's Williamson. The Jazz making their last shot. 1:06 left now in the first quarter. Utah grabs the miss. Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen. Now Kessler. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pelicans trail by 5. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Left side Murray pulls up, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
And it's Sexton on the take. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back for him in that same area.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
Collins a screen, takes the three, and that one's good. Collins Sexton for 3. Sexton's gotten his third basket of the night.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
What a performance for Collins Sexton. He has been the story. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Murray, and it's Messi in at the 5. McCollum with it. Still no points. Pass to Messi, and stolen by Markkanen.
And sometimes you just overpass. I mean, that would have been a good time to just go up with them.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Sexton. Give him 8. 3 on the clock. From downtown. Rebounded by New Orleans. Messi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williamson against Collins. Stolen by Collins. Closed the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. To the paint. And finished off by Kessler.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Murray looking around. It's blocked. And he gets it back. And stolen by Markkanen. 3 on 3. For 3, Collins knocks down the triple. And now a 9-point Utah lead. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. Now here's Sexton. Alvarado defending. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lets it go. Collins with the rebound. Jazz leading by 9. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Sexton. And the 3 off target. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Jazz. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Utah shooting their first free throws here tonight. And he drops the first. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Potter, he's checked in for John Collins. Mikhailuk comes in for Larry Markkinen. Clarkson's checked in for Hendricks. And it's George in for Sexton. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the first round.
Alvarado outside. Outside Olynyk. Clock at 6. Can they get it? The rebound by Potter. Utah leading by 11. Pass to Mikhailuk. There's the 3. That one is off. Jones feels it out. Takes a 3. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Mikhailuk. Knocks down the long J. Mikhailuk's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's so hard to pass up a three-pointer when the D is completely scattered.
The shot by Olynyk, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but they're making the unselfish pass. Just great work.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. 4-3. And again, no good by New Orleans. Utah has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Alvarado with a steal. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Good D by Kessler. Utah leading by 17. Clarkson outside. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To get back on track. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Jones from outside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Utah liking their chances. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We've seen Walker Kessler really having a great game.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, George out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Filipowski, and it's Potter in at the 4. That's the group for Utah right now. Now here's George. No made baskets yet. Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Jones. Pass to Filipowski from the arc. Drills it from deep. And the Jazz lead by 18.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Jazz leading by 18. Down low. Oh, deflected. Here's the break. Jones, the pass to Olynyk. Sends it home from three-point land. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Mikhailuk, defended by Jones. To the left wing. Here's Filipowski. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Pelicans trail by 15. Outside Olynyk. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, a nice effective mid-range game by Kelly Olynyk. Just a gorgeous release.
And there's a pick. George outside. They get it back. Filipowski. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Puts up a three, and Potter gets it to go. Potter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pelicans trail by 18. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from three. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Now here's George. No points so far.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. And here's Alvarado. Outside Olynyk. This one for three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
George drives in. And George with the jam.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Pelicans trail by 16. Alvarado outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's George. Inside. Here's Filipowski. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Filipowski's got 7 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Alvarado outside. Pass to Olynyk. Three-pointer. The three. The rebound by Potter.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
He was all alone on that one. He's got 10.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Now here's Alvarado. George defending. Left side Olynyk. Looking to end the run. Out to the wing. Alvarado outside. The three is up. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious?
And so it's the Utah Jazz, feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting. At such a high clip. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for New Orleans right now, they've got C.J. McCollum. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Messi in at the center position. Here's Mikhailuk. Off target from outside. Pelicans trail by 18. Williamson left side. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Drops one in from the wing.
And that is the sweet spot for Murray's J, the in-between area there.
Here's the pick. And George with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. It's an 18-point game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Out left to the wing. Fires from deep. The rebound by Potter. Utah leading by 18. Here's Mikhailuk. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Williamson passes to McCollum. Outside Murray. Fires the three. The rebound by Filipowski. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Mikhailuk. And the three off target. Pelicans trail by 18. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Williamson outside. There's the drive, and he can't jam it through. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Over to the left wing.
Utah foul. That's his first personal foul.
A line change here for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Collins a screen for three. Sexton. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Markkanen. Collins against Murray. Collins passes to Kessler. And they pick up 2. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Utah?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
6 to shoot. Murray from outside. Rebound, Utah.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Williamson left side. Pass to Murray. And there's the screen. He buries it from 3. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Sexton against McCollum. Kessler with it. The baseline J is on the way. The rebound by Murray. Now here's Williamson. His first shot attempt. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one misses. Now Collins. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every...